everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. I forgot what I was doing. Like, this is all I do. It's really all I do. Not even that well. Anyway, this movie is Average Joe. Put on my wish list for it, but it has dipped down to 3.1 on IMDb. 3.1. Can it really be that bad? I rarely rate a movie 4, let alone 3, 2, or 1. 5 is like when I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, this is 3.1. That's really, really bad. Only 396 people rated it so far. But a Marine who becomes a high school coach takes a legal stand to defend freedom and religious liberty for everyone. So I think the fact that religion is involved usually impacts that. It sounds like a legal stand could be political as well. So anytime politics or religion are involved in a movie, people take a side, and most people don't like it. You know, I don't know, but I could be wrong. It could be an awful movie. But Eric Close is in it. So Eric Close from Nashville. So I know him from here. He was Reba's wife. Amy Acker is in it. I recognize the name. Her picture doesn't look familiar. Austin Woods. Again, I don't know, but his name's familiar. But other than that, I don't know. You know, hour and 40 minutes long. Family. That's the definition I got is family. So it's a family movie, probably faith-based. Obviously, religion is involved. Religion is involved. But hopefully this is why you watch me, to find these things out. So let me watch it, see what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Average Joe, and I could quickly say it is not a 3.1. Not theatrically. I don't know if that's the right adjective or term to use, but it is not. That's cool. They're showing all the actual people's like school pictures. One guy, Joe becomes a Marine. They're showing his picture right now. Sorry to interrupt. But I get it. People will not like this movie just because of the premise or because of everything that's involved in it, right? So, as you know, it is faith-based, and I'll break it down real quick. It's not political. I guess it is. I don't know. But it's not like Democrat, Republican kind of political. It's political in the public school kind of way. So, Joe, we'll come back. I just want to give you the overall piece of it. Joe, Average Joe, becomes a high school coach and goes out and kneels at the 50-yard line and prays after every game, right? And there is a point where the team goes out and joins him. So that becomes a huge issue, you know, in a public school. Seems like he's forcing God or religion on the other children and stuff like that. So you can see there, and I could see where a lot of people see this as an issue, like people who were going to rate the film based on that premise alone, not on the acting or the cinematography or the directing or whatever is all involved in making the film. They're basing it on the fact that, hey, he brings God into public schools. Totally fine, right? But that's why I believe it's 3.1. I didn't read any of the reviews, but it's not, right? It's not like 3.1 means like the guy holding the camera dropped it 18 times and he didn't cut it out. People forgot their lines, you know what I mean? Or, you know, it's about really, really bad stuff. Like, I won't even go down there. But that's what 3.1 means to me. So in my rating scale, definitely not a 3.1. Is it it's your run-of-the-mill faith-based film. So if you like faith-based films, this one's good. So let me tell you a little bit more really of the movie itself. It starts out with our main actor, the guy from Nashville, I forget his name, and whatever her name was, Jeepers Creepers. I'm forgetting everything now because I'm so riled up. But anyway, so they're in chairs, like talking like I am to you. And they're talking about, you know, like they're making a movie about it, which is fun. So Eric Close and Amy Acker, are in a chair. They're grown, fully grown. And then it's building of his character. So Joe and her a little bit. What happens to him? It shows him as a child and the trouble that he got in, how he was raised, the family life, all that kind of stuff. Ends up taking him into the Marines, you know, and growing as a person. So it's a great, like, you know, you always want backstory or depth behind characters, character development. You get one here, which is nice. Same kind of thing with her, too. So it's not as much, but you understand where she's coming from, what's her background, what's going on, and how they got together, how he got into the position he's in, which is very, very key to what, you know, he's doing. Now we fast forward to now he's happens to be the head coach of the football team. He's doing what we talked about earlier, and of course everybody comes down on him. This is ridiculous. and the other part of the movie is him, going to court for it. So, you put that aside and just look at the movie for what it's worth. I thought it was pretty good. It was entertaining. Don't expect a lot of good football. So, real quick, let me jump up. I like faith-based films. If you've watched me, you know that. I love sports-related films. So when you get faith-based and sports, awesome. And I love our soldiers, our military. Anybody who served, who does police, anything, firemen, all that kind of stuff. Love that. So this actually has all three of them in there. It's like a hat trick for me. So how am I not going to like this film? Like I said, the guy must have to drop the camera and forget lines kind of thing for me not to like this film. Now, there's almost none really good football. It's not bad. I've seen worse football scenes in other movies. So there is a little bit of football scenes, but it's not terrible. So that's cool. But if you're looking for that, you're not. But he is still the coach of the football team. That isn't, it's more about him kneeling at the 50-yard line than it is about the team and stuff like that, which I get. This is all based on a true story, if I haven't mentioned that yet, which is cool. Like I said, they're showing all the people on the side. And the other thing that I like about this, that nobody else does, ever. And I think people might not like this. And I always think it's funny in some certain situations. I think it would be great. They break the fourth wall. I don't know. I was going to Google that before, but I know that's what it's called. So he's looking at the camera and talking to us, about things going on. I like that. Even at the end, he's talking to his wife, and he thinks, do you think they'll ever make a movie about us? Or that kind of thing. Well, they did. I think that's funny. But again, breaking the fourth wall is fun to me. If it's done right and not too bad. They skate on the line there. They get really close, but I like it. I like that aspect of it when they do it and they do it correctly. So that's in here, so you can be prepared for that. I always think other people should often reference their other characters. It makes it more believable when they do that. Not in this film, but in other ones. That's why I kind of like breaking the fourth wall, or talking to us. I think that makes it more real. It's fun. We all know it's a movie, but anyway, so definitely think it's worth a watch if you could put all that aside. The guy wasn't trying to put God in public schools or anything like that. He was, doing the other thing. Now he pressed it, pushed it forward, and they kind of say why, and it causes some harm to his relationship with his wife. So you can see that because she's involved in the school as well. So a lot of going-ons in this film, but worth a watch. It's, I don't know, I'm thinking more about it. Like I think about the drive, I guess, or the persistence that he had in this. Is it warranted? I don't know. But that's what the movie's about. So there you go. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know if I'm helpful. If you're a faith-based guy, kind of film kind of guy, the settings and everything, what the cinematography is going to be like, what the acting is going to be like, and I gave you a little insight to everything else, so you will probably like this one. So check it out. If you're this probably wouldn't interest you. It might even anger you if you're not a faith-based kind of person. No judgment there, but I can see how that's where people would be like, I don't like this film because of that. Totally cool, man. It's all right. And if you, either side of whatever fence, if you're watching me, that's awesome. So that I appreciate a lot more. Hopefully I was helpful. Average Joe, we were about the 400th person to review the film, so that's cool. All right, that's it. Hopefully I was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.